Through our collaboration with other foundations and agencies, the Waxman Foundation Network is funding more than 60 different research laboratories.
As we all get older, the incidence of cancer rises in each and every one of us.
This has not been addressed, and this is our mission. It's imperative that you bring experts in the aging process together with people who work in cancer. The Waxman Foundation has been a leader in making this happen. And the science world now recognizes that in order to understand a disease that is related to aging, you've got to study aging at the same time. We've entered into a collaboration with the Mark Foundation to use our combined resources to fund a large program on aging and cancer research.
Both of our foundations prioritize making an impact and taking bold steps to address gaps in cancer research.
Together we feel we've established a very sound partnership going forward, and it is just the beginning of what we believe we can do together.
We like people to come together who bring different perspectives, especially in the aging and cancer field. Some folks bring a background in the science of aging, and some people bring a background in cancer biology and mechanisms of cancer onset and progression.
There were 60 applications for these 2 grants, so clearly they're exceptional.
When I started my lab, I started asking very basic questions about why cancer, after it's initially treated, why does it stop in patients, sometimes for decades, and then comes back. The project that we're exploring is about how these mutations, when they emerge with age, but also in younger patients, shape our organs to make them more prone for a cancer that was treated. What we are trying to do is understand how the cancer in remission has a specific biology that we can target, so we don't wait for it to reach stage 4, and we can target it earlier.
A collaboration between Dr. McAllister and Polyak are taking on a critically important problem in women with triple-negative breast cancer.
When my lab group first started exploring the connection between aging and breast cancer, it was still a relatively untraveled path in breast cancer research. Then more recently at a scientific symposium, I heard Dr. Polyak present her work asking similar questions. So when this funding opportunity arose, I thought it was a perfect chance for us to unite our collaborative knowledge and expertise to drive forward aging and breast cancer research in a transformative way.
If we understand how aging promotes cancer and what other changes that are happening, then we could design interventions in younger individuals to decrease their chances of developing cancer as they age.
Our goal is to tailor therapies that account for differences with age. We're hoping that by fine-tuning those therapies across all age groups, we'll find ways to not only benefit outcomes for older patients, but also improve outcomes for younger patients as well.
We're starting to learn that a lot of what we think is aging associated not necessarily is linked to just a natural aging process, right? It may happen earlier.
Another area that I'm very excited about is the potentially developing a vaccine that would eliminate the cell of origin of cancer, meaning like the cells from which the cancer develops. If we could deplete those, then we could prevent cancer.
I'm really enthusiastic about the potential for this work to have a real impact on patients' lives. For example, as we learn more about the aging immune system, we may be able to design a simple blood test that predicts risk of breast cancer.
If we're right, they'll make tremendous impact for them to develop a much larger program grant from the National Cancer Institute, which will be leveraged tenfold. So if we've given them $100,000, it'll be $1 million grant. And that's how science goes forward.
By giving the best ideas that we can find the chance to generate those data, that enables those ideas to take on life earlier and to accelerate those answers to those research questions, making an impact in the field of cancer research and ultimately getting to patients faster.
That is an ultimate goal of the biology that we explore. The collaborations we have are to enrich our knowledge and how to capitalize on that knowledge to bring therapies earlier so patients don't have to reach a stage 4 disease where they have brain metastasis, lung metastasis.
It's a long journey from an idea to something that's going to affect the treatment outcome for a patient, but it has to start somewhere.
I've been doing this for 30 years. By no means, all of you know, I am no doctor, but what I would say is that I think that the amount of progress that's been made by our organization, as well as really in the field of cancer research, is remarkable. But we shouldn't stop here.
The Waxman Foundation is totally dependent on raising funds to carry out its program.
Without funding and without scientists, you wouldn't be able to do this.
It's not about any one individual. It's about a collaborative effort.
Anytime we're talking about enabling cancer research in large groups, everyone has a personal story to share. And so coming together as a community is a great way to hear each other's stories.
Our product is the best cancer research you can buy.
We're all fortunate to be here. Find it within yourself. Think about the next generation. Think about who you're going to make a difference for.